everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Sam Plays. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Sam, and today we are back with another Kona Acres speed build. This is actually part 2 of a small series that I have on my island right now. This area was supposed to be a combination of 3 things. And then I ended up changing some things about halfway through, so now I am working on this in 3 different parts. So I just showed you the playground area. That was the first part. I will link the video in the cards and down below if you want to go check that out before you watch this next part. But yeah, today we are going to be building a 3rd level farmers market. So I'm actually going to do a mini farmers market across from the playground, and then I realized that I am going to actually do more stores than anticipating. A lot of these stores are actually going to sort of spoil the different farms I'm going to have on the island, but I really wanted to do this now and finish up this part of the island. And I love how this turned out. It turned out way better than expected. So yeah, so I'm just building this massive cliff you can see now. I do leave out an area right there for the ramp, and I am actually just going to go ahead and skip and time travel so we can see what it all looks like. Like I said, I will actually have a lot of different stands here. So I'm just trying to make sure I have enough room for them all. And for the most part, I do. I'm obviously move some stuff around, and I do expand the cliff a little bit more now, and then a little bit more towards the end, just to sort of make sure I do have enough room. I ended up going ahead and putting this cliff behind my cafe bakery. I wasn't sure if I was going to, and I decided to go ahead and go for it. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to put over there yet. I have an idea, but I'm gonna have to play around and see how it would look as far as perception goes. So I will have to see and play around. Like I said, I have an idea in my head. Whether or not that happens obviously is a whole different story, but I just, like I said, went ahead, extended the cliff out enough. I don't think I go and do the whole cliff. Like I said, just enough for me to at least get the farmers market build completed. So I love having a little shopping district and sort of everything close to Nooks. I just feel like it makes the most sense. And this cafe bakery, I just adore it right next to it as well. You know, you can go grab some coffee, things like that, head to the flea market and then the farmers market. You know, go get some ice cream when you're finished on the beach. Sounds like a perfect day to me. Yeah, I'm just going through and rounding off all of the cliffs. I just think it looks so much better when they're rounded. So yeah, I just went ahead and did that. And now I'm going to work on the trees. So the plan for this farmer's market is for the perimeter to be very full. Obviously there's a lot of shops. I'm going to put a lot of trees and windmills and silos, make it very farm-esque. And then obviously leave the middle pretty empty so people can walk up and down and things like that. So you can see I'm laying the path out. Some shops will be on the path, some will not be on the path. So yeah, trying to make it feel very natural and full, but very accessible to whomever would like to go shopping at the farmer's market. So I feel like this path took me forever to figure out. I was just trying to get the right flow. So I apologize if you're cringing at my struggles. I'm still trying to figure out this path. I've definitely gotten a lot better with it, and I'm proud of what I have learned. But yeah. I definitely still mess up quite a bit, but you know what? It's fine. It's a learning curve, and I'm learning, so I will take it. But I do like to work the outline of my path first. For longer paths like this, I do mark out sort of where I want it to go with middle pieces, and then sort of plan my path around it. You probably noticed that at the beginning that I did that. That just works best for me. It is the easiest way for me to do a path. Everybody does it differently. But yeah, like I said, for me, it's nice to have a little pathway to follow. So here I am just laying out trees. I want it to feel very lush and full, especially because I really don't use a lot of bushes. Actually, I don't think I use any bushes. If I do, very, very little. I don't really use flowers. It's very item heavy. And I don't use a lot of those. So trees, silos, and windmills are basically what I am using to fill up and make it look very farm core without using flowers and bushes. Now I am placing these stalls in sort of the gaps of the trees. Like I said, I actually do have quite a few shops, and most of these shops are actually going to have some sort of a farm to go with them. So like I said, this is going to be sort of a sneak peek of future farm builds that I'm going to do. I was really debating on doing this now or waiting until I got the farms built. But like I said, I already knew how I wanted to do this for the most part. I ended up changing it quite a bit as far as shops go and things like that. But I knew I wanted a very large farmer's market where farm owners can bring their items to sell. I love the silos and the windmills in this game. I think it just adds so much life to an island. And I love that the windmills do spin. Like, I feel like we don't have very many items that are interactive like that, where they just do their thing. So I really enjoy having them up here. It gives some sort of movement to the area. Hay beds are literally life. I love them so much. I just think they're so cute, and definitely a nice space filler if you don't have a lot of space to fill, but you don't want to fill it with more flowers or things like that. And they're very neutral. I think you can customize them. I didn't, obviously, but you can. And now I am jumping on the umbrella trend. So last build I did the new sort of like truck trend with the cutout standees, and now I'm using the umbrellas, and I am obsessed with these items. Like, the creativity people have just blows my mind. Like, I can't even draw a stick figure the right way, and you have people doing things like the fruit crates and items like that, and it's crazy. So thank you to whoever creates these codes and designs. You guys make this game so much fun, and you just take it to a whole nother level. With that being said, all of the codes that I have used in this build, as well as all of the codes throughout my island so far, will be in the description below. Please go check them out, see what fun things they have. I always find so many codes from people, whether I'm on Pinterest, Instagram, or even just typing in to the phone app here and searching that way. I have found a lot of codes just by doing that, and some of them are great. So yeah, like I said, codes will be, check them out, see for yourself what you can find, and yeah. So as you saw, I did have a little fruit stand. Now I'm working on the honey stand. I just feel like farm equals apiary, so obviously I'm going to have a little shop for that, and just sort of moving along the farm with the farm theme here. So this stall reminds me of Amish country. I am from the Midwest, so I am very familiar with Amish country. I actually live in a state where we have some of the biggest Amish community, and this is sort of like an ode to, with a little handcrafted wood section. I just think it's so cute, and just showcase some of the really simple things you get early on, and to really let those shine the way they are. I do have a little fish market, and the fish portion of the peninsula will be in part 3. I am going to be working on that, and sort of that will tie in to the farmers market as well. Here I have a little iron stand, and that is something that I sort of added last minute. It sort of goes with an idea I have for my farm, so I thought it would be perfect to have just a small stand. I wish we had more iron items, just plain iron, that looked good. Like, we have a few. The frying pans are absolutely adorable. I love the umbrella stand, but there really isn't a lot of iron, just plain iron items, I feel like. So that is definitely something I wish we had more of. Like a little horseshoes would be super cute, or maybe like iron, can't even think of anything on top of my head. But yeah, just getting creative with some items like that. So now I'm just sort of going through and placing different shops. So as you can see, I do have a little bamboo shop. I added that sort of last minute as well. I wasn't going to do a bamboo farm at all, But then I got inspired, of course, by Instagram and Pinterest and decided that I probably will have one on my farm. So this is a little shop for them. And the bamboo items I think are so good. I love the deer scare. The bamboo shoot lamp is probably one of my favorite items. It's so neutral and so tiny and it's just so cute. And I also love the bamboo noodle slide. Like, it's just, it looks so nice in my opinion. And I just think it adds a whole new water feature that you didn't, it's easy to add to sort of whatever area you want. So, yeah. I ended up changing this. I did want it to be a bakery section, but then I decided that I thought it'd be really cute to do like breads and jams. Those are some of my favorite things to get at a farmer's market, is the homemade bread and the homemade jam. It's just, like I said, one of my favorite things. I love homemade bread, and so this is sort of my take on that. And that already ties into the bakery, so I just thought it was a perfect way to add that. And I also found this really cute Nooks. I think it's a dress code. Like I said, everything will be down below, but I thought it'd be really cute to have little people standing there at the shop. I feel like it adds a whole new dimension and characteristic to the shops themselves. Like, somebody is there to help you. So I just, like I said, I love how that turned out. So now here I pretty much just go through, add my Nooks worker, and then place everything back to how they were. This is sort of a little pottery area. I also have the pots, how you can customize them as well. I just think that is super cute. And the designs on the pots are really cute as well, so. I really wanted a well up here. I know it's pretty hidden, but I just love the, like, having some water up here for your fruit and vegetable stands to, wash the fruit, wash the vegetables. They're there to chop them if you want to buy them chopped or not. So I just thought it was a cute little feature, and to sort of tuck it away in the corner like that, to me just makes sense. I didn't want it super out in the open, but just the thought of it being there to me is enough. So this fruit stand is probably one of my favorite stands. I just think it turned out so cute. And the, like I said, these umbrellas are just fantastic. I can't even. When I saw a bunch of YouTubers talking about these and talking about how they are, so many different ones, I just knew that I had to use them on this island. And the fruit ones, like I said, just look so good. And it's nice too because these use the pro codes, like the pro slats, and you don't have to use a normal design slot for that. So a lot of the umbrellas and the standees and stuff, they use these pro designs, and it's super nice because I don't really use the pro designs. So it's cool to be able to have technically more slots for more items. And then Hazel, being just the amazing squirrel she is, gave me farmer overalls, and I thought it was just so perfect, so I decided to wear them for Miss Hazel. I decided to extend the cliff a little bit more. I realized the shops would stick out a little too much if I left that honey shop the way it was. So like the vegetable and the bakery, those are actually pushed all the way back towards the edge, and that's what I wanted for this. So I extended out just a smidge. I think I spent most of this build just taking things down and replacing it and just moving it around. This build in real time actually took me about 3 hours to do. It took a very long time, especially since I did have to go to Belhaven a few times. Like the water dispenser in the back, I don't believe I have that DIY. The fruit basket, I don't. And I needed some items from Belhaven as well to go with this, and it just took a really really long time, but overall I love how it turned out, and I definitely would not change the 3 hours it took and searching for design codes and things like that. Like I said, I love this build. It's probably one of my new favorite builds on this island. It just, to me, it screams farm and community and things like that. So I had this last shop and I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, and I decided to go with a plant shop. I was a little bummed because we really don't have any cute little flower plants besides these garden wagons, and I know we have the crowns, but I didn't really want anything to be sitting on a mannequin head. I'm assuming that's what they would be on, and honestly, I don't have all the flowers to do those. So I decided to look for codes, and I found a few of the crates there. They're super pretty, super simple, and it worked really nicely. So I did put a few plants there as just to kind of play off the plant shop down below. But like I said, I wanted it more floral. So the garden wagons, I think, are just savior. So yeah. So now I am just filling in any little empty gaps. These windmills really give me a run for my money as far as trying to put them back behind items. It's just, so much work. But like I said, overall, I love how it turned out. And I just think it looks really nice. And just trying to fill, like I said, any huge gaps we have to make it look extremely full without looking super cluttered. I decided to fill in this little gap with a hay bed. I mean, what better way to fill something up on a farm than with a hay bed? So, yeah. And I had to add the street lamps. I just love putting them on the island. I just think they're so cute and they match so well. I got lucky with the brown street lamps. I really did. Just going over final touches. and I ended up redoing the plant shop one more time. I wasn't exactly happy with how it was. I added the windmill back there, and yeah, it just took a little bit, but we got there. I really like the flow of it now, and it just looks to me a lot better. I also have learned that if you buy these party poppers, that if you drop them on the ground, they actually show up in little nook bags. I honestly did not know that until very recently, and I just thought it'd be really cute to put those around the area. Some are on the stalls, some are on the ground, and I just thought it was a super cute little way to add bags to the area. That's another thing, is I feel like we have no cute little bags to just put on the ground, like little paper bags. I mean, if someone could take the umbrella design and make paper bags, I'm sure somebody has. I probably should have looked, but to make like little paper bags, I think that would just be super cute and a fun way to add another element to your shopping district or shopping area. And last but not least, filling any empty spots with weeds and custom designs just to finish the area off. And that is going to be it. So we are going to do a walkthrough. I am going to show you the playground area one more time as we go through it here. I'm excited. You could sort of see the shops above. That's what I was looking at to see if I could see it, and you can a little bit, but yeah, so here is the playground beach area that I worked on. This is part 1 of my little 3-part series. Just a little overgrown area for kids to play and have fun and just to enjoy themselves. So I love how this turned out. I just think it's very kid-esque, kid-core, I don't know. But yeah, and then I have the ice cream truck. I absolutely love this. I think it's just so cool, the creativity people have, and the stalls behind it with the yellow just looks so cute. And yeah, I'm obsessed with that ice cream truck. So the beach area is not 100% finished. For the most part it is. I have a little bit to do on the other side right here. So I will actually be finishing this up in part 3, as well as this fishing area and the area across from the park. So we are going to go ahead and go up to the farmer's market. Again, just seeing what all I could see from down below. And I'd also decided I need to find a fish other than a sea bass to look at. I'm sure everybody is sick of sea bass. So that might be my mission. But here are the little shops. I just think these are so cute. Just a place to go and shop and have fun and, you know, support your local growers. Like I said, I lived in the country. We had farmland everywhere. I went to a university, again, surrounded by farmland. And I think it's just important that we should support our local growers and farmers whenever we can. And yeah, I just think it's a great area to really showcase that. So I love the different stalls that I ended up coming with in the shops, and I love that there's a combination of fruits and vegetables, but we've got fish, and we also have, you know, bamboo and woodworking and pottery, and just adding little shops like that I think just really makes it feel more complete. You know, farmers markets aren't all about the vegetables and the fruit, but also about the homemade goods and the handmade goods that people put their, you know, time into. So yeah, I just, like I said, I'm obsessed with the build. I'm obsessed with how it turned out. And yes, it was definitely worth the 3 hours doing and recording, and yeah. So thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate you. If you want to check out more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel, and that is it. I will see you in the next video. Bye!